Hey, what's up mga ka-EMS? Today we are gonna tackle introduction to exponential function and law of exponents. Let's go!
Following properties of the graph of an exponential function. First, the function is one-to-one. Second, the graph passes through points 0 and 1. The graph is asymptotic to the x-axis. D, the function is increasing when b is greater than 1. And finally, a function is decreasing when 0 is less than b and b is less than 1.
There are many real-life situations that can be modeled using functions in our previous lessons. About functions, we have learned about how model these situations using linear functions, quadratic functions, polynomial functions, and random functions. In these lessons, we shall learn other type of function which is very useful in modeling real-life problems also.
Hi there mga ka-EMS! So we're here to discuss solving exponential inequalities. We have a given here 5 raised to 3x is greater than or equal 25 raised to x minus 1. So the first step is to make the bases equal. We have here 5 and 25. We need to get the square root of 25. So we can get 5 raised to 2. Now that we have the same bases, we can bring down the exponents. Now that we have bring down the exponents, we can solve for this side, which is we should distribute 2 to x minus 1. The next step is to combine the like terms. (3x minus 2x is equals to x). Then we will bring down the negative 2. So now we got the answer. X is greater than or equal negative 2. For example number 2, we have here 1/2 raised to x plus 2 is greater than or equal 16 raised to negative x. In here, we have a fraction which we could make into a whole number by using one of the law of exponents. The denominator will be the base, and we need to use a negative exponent, which is the exponent of this is 1, negative 1. Then copy x plus 2 that came from here. Next, Next, we don't have the same bases, so we should convert 16 into 2. So let's copy this side. Greater than or equal 16. The fourth root of 16 is 2 raised to 4 times this one, negative x. Now that we have the same bases, we can bring down the exponents. Negative 1 times x plus 2 is greater than or equal 4 times negative x. Now we will multiply negative 1 times x is equals to negative x. Then negative 1 times 2 is equals to negative 2. On the other side, we have 4 times negative x is equals to negative 4x. Now, we will combine the like terms by transferring negative x into the other side. Negative 4x plus x. And on the other side is negative 4. Now, negative 4x plus x is equals to negative 3x. Then copy the other side. Now, we should eliminate the negative 3 here because we should have only x. And we should divide it both sides by negative 2 to eliminate this one. After that, because we divided into a negative number, we should change the inequality symbol. There. And copy this. Since it's negative and negative, it will become positive. Over 2. Then x. Now we have the answer. 2 over 3 is less than or equal to x.
What's up mga ka-M? So for today, we'll be solving exponential equation. So this is our problem number 1. Ayan, 2 raised to x plus 1 is equals to 64. So dapat magkaroon ng same base yan. So ang mangyari, 2 raised to x plus 1 is equals to 2 raised to 6. Pagkatapos, since same na yung base niya, i-bring down na natin yung mga exponents. So, x plus 1 is equals to 6. Tapos, ang mangyayari, ililipat natin yung 1 dito. So, magiging x is equals to 6 minus 1. Magiging negative siya. Tapos, isusubtract natin itong 6 minus 1 is equals to 5. So, x is equals to 5. Ayan na po. So, this is our problem number 2. Ayan. We have 25 raised to 2x is equals to 125. So, same process lang siya katulad dun sa problem number 1 natin. So, kailangan same yung basis. Ang ginamit natin, square root at cube root. So, magiging ganito siya. 5 raised to 2x equals to 5 raised to 3. Ganyan. Since same na yung base niya, i-bring down na natin yung exponent sa taas. So, 2x is equals to 3. Yan. After nyan, isi-simplify na natin. Kasi may numerical coefficient. So, ayan siya. So, magiging 4x is equals to 3. Numerical coefficient. So, para mawala yung 4, i-divide natin yung both sides by 4. Tapos, ika-cancel natin ito. So, yung natira is x is equals to 3 over 4. Yan.
So, good afternoon mga ka-Ems. I'm Cyrene, and i-discuss ko ngayon is logarithm. So, we already know that the inverse of exponential function is logarithm. Ito yung parts. Tignan natin base. Tapos ito naman yung argument. Then ito naman yung tag natin logarithm. Thank you. So, good afternoon mga ka-Ems. I'm Cyrene from SK02, and I'm here to discuss you about the laws of logarithm. The first law is the product law. When there's a given log and you use the plus sign, it can be written as this. Log 5 times 2 base of 7. And then simplify. Log 10 base of 7. The second law is the quotient law, wherein if you use the minus sign, it can be written as log 6 over 3 base of 2. And then simplify. Log 2 base of 2. The power law, wherein when there's exponent, it can be written as this. The exponent will be written first before the log. And the change base, wherein there's a given log, you can rewrite it as this, wherein the argument will be on the upper side and the base will be on the lower side.
Alright, and I'm here to discuss the special rules under the law of logarithms. So we have here the zero rule, the identity rule, rather. If your base and argument is the same, therefore it is equals to 1. That's why it is called identity rule. The last one, which is the log of exponent rule, is quite related to the identity rule because the identity rule has the same base and argument, so does the log of exponent rule. Therefore, you only just need to bring down the base.
Good day mga ka-Ems! Ay tatakan natin ngayon is solving logarithmic inequalities. So for our first example, we have log x plus 36 is greater than log 100. Since they have same bases, all we need to do is bring down the argument. So x plus 36 is greater than 100. Then pwede natin ilipat yung 36 sa kabila. Na mangyayari is x is greater than 100 minus 36, which is equal to 64. Since meron tayong binomial, ang gagawin natin, gagawa tayo ng boundaries. all we need to do is equate to 0 the binomial. So x plus 36 is greater than 0. Then ilipat natin dito sa kabila yung 36, which is mangyayari x is greater than negative 36. And we have our first boundary. Ngayon, gagawa tayo ng number line para makakuha na tayo ng sagot sa inequality. Now, alamin lang natin kung ano yung direction ng bawat boundary. So, x is greater than 64, so mas malaki yung x sa 64. So, this is 64 greater than x, or x is greater than 64. So, the direction is to positive infinity. Next, x is greater than negative 36. Same lang din, negative 36 to positive infinity. Now, para makakuha tayo ng sagot for inequality, we need to find the intersection of two boundaries. So, the point of intersection of two boundaries is 64. Therefore, ang magiging solution natin in the inequality of this problem is x is greater than 64. Then we have our answer.
So, good day mga ka-Ems. So, this is our first example for solving logarithmic equations. Let's have log 72 base 2 is equals to log x base 2 plus log 12 base 2. So, as you can see, they have same bases, kaya i-apply natin yung product rule which was stated by Miss Irene Bonavente. So, let's have log 72 base 2 is equals to log 12x base 2. So as you can see, they have the same bases. We need to bring down the arguments, which is 72 is equals to 12x. So we only need to find the x value. So we need to divide both sides by 12 and cancel 12 so that x will remain. And 72 divided by 12 is 6. So that's it. 6 is our x.
So let's proceed to example number 2. What if they have different bases?
First, let's put log from both sides.
And let's apply the power rule.
Which is log. So let's factor out this one so that the x will be on the outside portion.
By using the power rule,
Let's apply x log 5 squared is equals to log 4.
so we need to find x.
So we need to divide both sides by log 5 squared. So x will become log 4 over log 25.
So by using a calculator, it will be approximate
0.431. So x will be our 0.431.
In 1, 2, 3, 4. So, good afternoon mga ka-Ems.
Kaya wag ka tumawa.
Okay. So good morning mga ka-Ems.
Good morning, good day.
Ay, good day ba? Eh, ano nila yan? 6 is our x.
Sorry, pa.